I'm live. Hopefully y'all can see this. Hey girl. Hi Curly Shanae. Can you hear me? That's always the first thing I ask. Hi Emma. Hey neighbor. Hi Emma P. Can you hear me? I'm trying to see. It's his eye, Honey Bun. What's up, Honey Bun? It's his eye. That's what I think about every time I see you now. Hi everyone. Hello. So we're hanging out with Tamica today. Dang, this light is bright. Hi everyone. Hi Sarah. Hi Winners. Hi Tamica. Hi Jazzy. Tamica, are you live right now on your YouTube and Instagram? Lower this. Let's change it. Oh, that's making it brighter. Oh, that's yellow. Hello. Hi Jazzy. Hi Ann. Oh my gosh. Hi Connie. Everyone's here. What's up, girlies? What's up? I literally just like rushed. Boom, 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 bam, boom. I just got home and work was so crazy. So crazy. Tamica, go live on your Instagram, or unless you want me to go live. Which one you want? You want me to go live? Hi, Emma. I don't know how long you'll be on, but I'm almost home. I need to get in bed. Long day. Okay, see you soon. Get yourself home. Hi, Candace. Thank you, Emma P, for letting me know. Oh, she's live. Okay. Hello. It's Tamica. I'm here.
Hello.
Okay. We sent her a request. Are you live on your YouTube?
Hi, Giselle.
Hi.
You need to join.
Okay, I just requested. Tamica, I just requested. Let's see. So my YouTube is on for people to see. And I don't know if hers is on. Does anyone know if hers is on?
Hello, guys.
So if you guys want Instagram live, Tamica is there. And we're going to talk today. We got some news and things. Hi, Candace. How are you? Oh, she accepted my request. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm good. How are you? Oh my gosh, your hair is so cute.
Oh, thank you. I did a good job. I'm excited.
So you did that yourself? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it.
Okay, look, I'm new to this whole live thing, so I'm really trying to get this going here, guys.
No worries. Are you on live on your YouTube yet, or is that what you're trying to do?
I am actually doing I am live. I just made it public. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yay. So guys, we're over on Instagram too. My YouTube is on. Tamika's YouTube is on for everyone all to see. Anywhere. Wow, we're so technologic. I'm gonna put my candle on.
What is it?
Sugared snickerdoodle.
Oh, I'm sure it smells good.
Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a cookie. And then I have a real one.
Oh, how cute.
My real snickerdoodle.
I want
my
one.
Candle.
You didn't tell me you were having cookies.
I know. Actually, I have mac and cheese too. Did you get any snacks?
You know what? I I just engulf my pizza. Believe me.
Oh gosh, pizza sounds so good. I literally just got home, so I just threw that.
I know. I feel so bad.
Oh, no worries. This is what we do.
I was off all day today, FYI.
Oh, you're off today? Okay, tell everyone what you want to tell them. You want to tell them.
Oh my goodness.
What's new with you?
Again?
What is new with you?
Okay, so over on YouTube, I mentioned, I'm not working no more, but if everyone remembers the interview I did with my old job, and day in the life videos when I was at my old job, not the new one, but the old one.
Yeah.
Back, I don't know, months ago. Mm-hmm. But they called me back. They called me and was like, hey, we have an opportunity for you, and are you ready to start kind of getting your foot back into the game again? And at first I was apprehensive with this whole COVID thing, So yeah. I was like, oh no. But so I ended up going back up, obviously. Mm-hmm. But it's not my original job. So originally I was just doing general ultrasound and vascular work. Well, this one is strictly OB. Overall. Ah! I have not done OB in 7 years. So it is kicking.
So is it an OB clinic? That's what it is?
Okay, so originally they took over a OB diagnostic clinic. So my company before only had 2 locations, now they have 5. So they had 3 OB clinics. Mm-hmm. And all they do is 3D, 4D, and early OB and nuchal translucencies, and also size for dates, anatomy scans. Yeah. So I am a little bit overwhelmed.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So are they obviously you don't really need training, but
I don't need training, but ultrasound is one of those things where you have to you know it, mm-hmm. But when you don't do it for a while, it's okay, you gotta kind of retrain yourself, right?
Yes.
And even though you know what you're doing, you still feel like a fish out of water.
Exactly.
What are you drinking?
This is hot green tea, y'all. What are you drinking?
I'm just drinking orange juice.
Ooh, orange juice is good. Is that in your cute little ultrasound cup?
One of them. It says ultrasound. Sonography life.
So cute. Did you make those or did you order them from somewhere?
Oh, I made them.
Oh, they're so cute.
I sell them for $10. So.
Oh, I need to get my hands on one.
I was gonna send you one for Christmas.
Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh, I love cups. All right, so are you on your live?
Huh?
Are you on your YouTube live?
I am.
Okay.
High classy.
Cool.
Classy diamond. So pretty. Oh, you're so thank
Yeah,
you.
Did you see what Candace said?
Huh?
Did you see what Candace said? She said, you got that tea. You got that tea.
Oh. I can't see. Okay, wait.
Because you can only see yours, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly. So
I'm just letting you know if they say something to you. But
Thank you. But yeah, so doing a full anatomy scan. Do I have that paper? Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Hi, comics dude, Eggy Fwen. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to talk all things ultrasound and random things. Tamika is telling us her new job. She got a new job today. Well, not today, but she got a new job, and she's telling us about it today. And she works at an OB office. OB is my worst, you guys. I really suck at OB. I really suck at OB exams. But Tamika is on live on her Instagram. I'm on her Instagram. She's on her YouTube. Yes, I'm on my YouTube. So go follow her. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Pasawai. Yahoo.
I don't see the paper.
You don't have it? Oh, with the protocols and stuff. Candace said you'll be fine with OBT.
Oh, thank you, Candace. When you've been a sonographer for so long, and someone feels like they have have to teach you. You're kind of like, okay, no, I know this.
Yeah.
I just got to get the lay of the land. And they come at you like, I know, you know how sonographers don't really want to like, God, I got to retrain her all over again or reteach her or teach her at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't have to do that. And so she's like, oh, you catch on really fast. And I'm like, this is nothing new to me. I just got to get back into the rotation.
Right. I mean, you're very experienced, and this goes to show, like, even though you do it for so many years, sometimes you still will need help or have questions.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll still be intimidated. Like, you'll feel defeated. The first day I went back, I've been there 2 weeks now, and the first day I went back, girl, I came home with a migraine. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I just felt like I said, a fish out of water, and I was lost. But and now I'm the student, and it felt weird.
Felt weird, right?
And I'm like, this is, and I kind of had to give myself a pep talk. I'm like, okay, no, I got this. Like, what are you doing? Like, get into the game.
You know what you're looking at.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what you're doing. You know how to evaluate these babies. And so just being in a new environment, and the pandemic does not help.
It doesn't help at all.
You're all, you know, covered up with masks and everything. And hi, Blake. And so
B15 Glow, woo! Shout out, hey.
Right, exactly, right? Girl, he changes. He's so cute.
Oh.
And so it's just, it was a lot. And the second day I went in there, and so the first day, this is what they expected. So the first day I went, they wanted me to shadow the girl to see how they worked the environment and how they did their patient flow.
Yeah.
And they probably do, OBs are 30 minutes, every 30 minutes, and it's an 8-hour day. And you will have, in between, you'll have nuchal translucencies, and you'll also have, which is like measuring the fluid behind the baby's neck. And also, you will have like early OBs, viabilities, things like that for dating. But that was the patient flow. Second day, I had to do the whole study, everything by myself. I waxed in. I had to do the whole, like, I think we had 13 patients, 14 patients.
By yourself.
It was like, girl, by myself.
What? That is insane. You know, I always tell in my videos, like, you might, it might feel stressful, but you may have someone else there with you.
Right.
But then, like, here's your situation where you're by yourself.
Yeah, and this is, like, really key. You guys have to remember, like, even though you may, like Giselle mentioned, even though you may be skilled in this, it's okay to ask questions. Believe me, I've been asking questions ever since I've been there. Because, one, I want to make sure that I'm getting what the radiologist wants.
Exactly.
And I'm following their protocols and making sure, like, I'm not just going off what I know. I want to know what you guys want and make sure that I'm getting those images as well. And so, hey, you know, if I have to go out and get the tech, can you come in and check my images?
Exactly.
Everything that the doctor wants. It's okay to ask, believe me. And thankfully, this location, they are willing to, this is what they want. They're okay with me asking questions.
Good. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to. And also, like, you want to be very good with that, because you may have lawsuits against you, the doctor. You know, you never know.
Right. And girl, like, so you have to get the outflow tracks of the heart.
Oh my gosh. So you can do that? Because I can't do that, guys. Can't do that.
And girl, look, so my first OB back, I was like, oh gosh, I have to do this by myself. And I literally took probably like an hour and 15 minutes to do a 30-minute exam. And I'm not shameful to say that. It's okay. Because now I'm back into the swing of things, and it took me a couple days to get there, but I'm fine now. But it was just like, you know, I was making sure that every single image, it really reflected back when I was a student.
When you're a student, right? Because every single time you're scanning something, you're like, is that okay? Is that right? And it's like when you're the teacher behind them, you're like, just take it already.
Yes. Exactly. And so that's what the girl was saying. She was like, "You're fine. Just take the image." I'm like, "I don't know. I just want to make sure." So I talked to the doctor. I talked to the radiologist. I actually went to him, which is I will like definitely tell you guys to do.
Yeah.
If you're not sure, go sit down with the radiologist. They love teeth, and if you go sit down with the radiologist, they will really go over it. Just like, okay, you should tweak this a little bit. You should do this. So I sat down with him, and he was like, "No, your images are great. Don't worry about it."
See, there you go.
I know, right? It was me second guessing myself, and he was like, "If you have any questions, then fine. But if not, or if I have questions, I'll text you. But other than that, you're fine."
Exactly. Exactly. Which Candace said it's just confidence. She said down there.
Oh.
She probably does OB. Huh? She probably does. Candace, you do OB?
Candace, do you do OB?
Oh, she said, "See." But I mean, how many days now have you worked there?
It's been 7 days. So
there you go.
And then a whole week. And
awesome.
A whole 1 week.
Nice.
Total 5 days. Yeah. So I mean, it works well. But my job is per diem. I kind of like, hey, I'm gonna go with Giselle. What she did is go per diem.
Per diem's the life, though. For now.
It is.
For now. I mean,
Okay, so I covered for girls' vacation. So that was nice. Yeah. And I was able to do her vacation so they didn't have to cancel nobody, which was nice.
Good.
And the other thing is, I have never done NT certified. So I'm getting my certification in nuchal translucencies.
Yeah, so
I'm going.
So the people that do nuchal translucencies, they have to have a certification. Okay.
Yes, or the state will not, one, pay for it, but two, accept it. You have to be licensed to do that.
Well, that's not me.
Yeah. What is that?
I was like, that's not me. I don't have it.
It's not you, but I will encourage you to get it because it's not as difficult as it may seem. It is hard, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But like the lady is really taking her time to teach me, and she was like, you got this, like it's okay, like you're gonna get it. And normally it takes about 6 months to get the licensing, but they're really pushing me to try to get it ASAP. So it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I'll get it.
7 days in, go get your cert now.
Girl, the second day they're like, okay, so what do you need to do to get this certification? And I'm like, it's gonna take a minute. Well, what, by next week? Like, no, not by next week.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Maybe by next year. By next year. But so it's fine. I'm working out. I'm actually taking the course online right now.
Oh, good.
And I should be done with that by Sunday, which is nice. And then Monday, they booked me all NTs. So I'm scanning with the girl so I can get my integral. This is how quick they want me to get it, because they want me to be able to do it fluently, and so they don't have to reschedule patients or anything like that. So,
how did you find this job? Did they tell you?
Well, this is my old job.
Okay.
So they called me, and they knew that I was at home and not really doing anything. So they said, "Hey, do you mind coming in and working for diem?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
sure. Why not?"
Right. Exactly.
Opportunity is opportunity, y'all.
It is, and it will come knocking at your door. Believe me.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to talk also about, we should talk, I should say, about finding a job.
Yes. Yes, that's a main concern of everyone.
And it is, and I don't want to discourage anyone. So, going back to my student that I interviewed Allie, and I wanted to let you know that she just found her job.
Yay!
And I'm so excited, so elated but she graduated in March.
Wow.
And so March to now, 7 months? I think so. I mean,
it seems like a long time, but honestly, guys, 7 months goes by fast.
It goes by fast. Goes by fast.
The 4 months in the pandemic, went by fast, right?
And we're in a pandemic.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it goes by fast, but she didn't stop. And she didn't stop putting out application after application after application. She just kept going. And I really want to emphasize that because a lot of people say, man, I put in applications, but I'm not hearing anything. You might have to go outside your radius. If don't apply for your hospitals locally. She actually ended up moving 300 miles away.
Wow.
And the hospital, it's a hospital, it's a full-time job, full benefits.
Nice.
And she decided.
Yeah, it's worth it.
To take her on and train her to what they want to be done.
Yeah.
So I really emphasize that get out of your own way in the sense of finding opportunity outside your home area.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, Giselle has been lucky. She's been to school in
Yeah,
Vegas.
you guys.
She's got her jobs in Vegas. She's been a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah,
I
honestly.
Moved, 600 miles away? 400 miles away. So,
wow.
It's huge.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And so I know that you're a big advocate of potentially having to travel or, having to do that commute, which is an hour away. I mean, in California, people commute an hour and a half to their jobs, right? So it's possible to get a job in some area. You just have to be open to it. Can't be picky.
I work in San Francisco, and San Francisco for me is 100 miles. So I would get on a commuter van in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, commute to San Francisco, do my 8 hours, get on that commuter van, and come back home. So it is a sacrifice, but like I said, you're gonna have to do that for your first job. You're just gonna have to.
You have to make sacrifices for your first job. I mean, I worked for a very small company, my first job, and it's like, okay, anything I could get my foot into the door, right? And then after that, it was another place, and it's just like, yeah, okay, anything you can really get, even if you don't want to work there, like, it's experience, right?
Yeah.
So
yes, Kevin, right? Keep plugging. I'm sure you could write a book about that. Because finding a job after school, it's not impossible. It's just it's gonna take time.
Yeah, it'll definitely take time.
But I don't want to discourage anybody from going to school because it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it kind of takes a lot to decide when to stop trying to achieve your goals or, stop pushing. It's easier to give up, though, than to keep going, right?
Yes.
So, but just know if you really want it, you should keep on pushing and trying and applying everywhere you can, getting as much experience as you can. So, calling everyone, emailing everyone, be that person.
Nola, I understand. My student, I'm a mentor. I'm there to support you guys and help you on your journey. I do have a mentoring program, and my student, she's on here. Her name, her username is it's. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm sorry. I think it's Nolan, like Nolan, or NA1.
Nola DNA1. Okay.
Yeah.
She said, I can't wait for the time when I understand what your sonography lingo.
And she was just accepted into the ultrasound program.
Oh, wow. That's exciting. She just got her
call today, and I screamed on the phone. I screamed.
Aww.
Really exciting. Because going through the journey with someone and actually achieving their goals with them or seeing them achieve their goals is the biggest reward.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It really is.
She was, it was just going through the process. It's a process. You guys have to understand that.
Yeah.
It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You're going to get there.
Yep.
And I don't know about
Takes
you,
time.
Giselle. Maybe you can talk on it. Like your experience going through school. Like how did you feel going through school? Like for me, sometimes I felt the students weren't supportive. Let me scan them. They had the little clicks. Things like that. Like
when you were in school, right?
Yeah, when I was in school. How did it go with you? Like, was your
Yeah.
like
So, I mean, it was interesting because when I was in school, like you said, you had cliques and whatnot. So, in our school's lab, we actually had 3 machines. So, there's only 3 machines, actually 2 really old machines and 1 GE machine, which is kind of older still. But back then, this is like 2000, early 2000s, right? And everyone had their little groups. I remember sitting in the ultrasound classrooms, like in the second row, and like people who sat next to each other, like are the ones that kind of knew each other, right? And the classes were tough, honestly, but I really, to be honest, like didn't really learn much from the classes. Everything I know for a fact is from lab and clinical. So, I mean, the classes, to be honest, I was just trying to get through them, get the grades, but a lot of it was like gibberish, right? And a lot of anatomy, but it's like all these things that I wasn't comprehending until I got into lab and clinicals. But because our lab room is so small and there's only 3 machines, you could only have like about 6 people in that room, right? There's 3 machines. You can only have 3 people scanning, and even then they're really old machines. So our program kind of needs to like up it up a bit, but you can still scan with old machines. Like you can still learn on an old machine. It's still the same thing. It's just buttons are in different places.
Right.
But I mean, so you only see the same people all the time, and I stuck with my partner because you know how there's like you scan other people, and there were other girls there, but I didn't really get close to them. So I mean, there were 7 of us, and I mean we started off with 8.
Jasmine asked how many were in your program.
Oh, so we started off with 8, and we graduated with 7.
Wow.
And yeah, and so, but the semester before that, they only had 4 graduates.
Wow.
And then the semester before that, I think was like less than 10. So our program is really hard to get into because back then they would only take less than about 10 to 12. Now, one of the girls that's in my Discord, she's over there in the program. She said they took like 26, or no, they took 16 or 17 or something.
Lillian, no way.
Yeah, Jasmine said 13.
13.
Yeah. So if you think when I think I posted something on Facebook and I had people tell me like how many people were in their classes versus how many dropped. It was insane the small amount of people who passed these classes.
Mm-hmm.
But
I remember starting off, we had 14 and or 12 or 14, and we only graduated with 7.
Can you imagine that? Some people don't even have that many people in their family.
I know.
You know, it's like it's so small.
Yeah.
But I try to explain to people that it's kind of hard here in Vegas because there's 2 programs and there's only so many clinical sites. There's only so many people that are willing to train and take a student on. And then it's a lot of work to have a student. But all the hospitals, all the major hospitals have a student. All of these small outpatient clinics all have a student.
Are you guys still taking students now?
Yep, we have students right now. In all of the places I know, all of our UNLV students are out at clinicals right now.
Nice.
And one hospital has like I think 3 or 4 students. I don't know how they do that there, but they've got a couple.
They must have multiple techs.
They do have multiple techs, but they only have 2 machines. So I don't know if it's like one person scanning while 3 people watching that one person scanning.
Or I don't know how that works with the patient. Like
like why are y'all staring at me?
right, exactly.
But,
oh my goodness. So I'm trying to get my site to have students.
Some students,
but California is on lockdown again, so I don't know if that's going to happen.
Oh but, no, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's horrible. But yeah, so I don't know. We might get students, we might not. I'm not sure. I'm working on it.
Hopefully, I mean, you've got to shape these people up for the future, because then who else is going to do the ultrasounds? Who else is going to take our vacation or take our spot when we go on vacation?
I know, right? Exactly. It is. That sounds like my program. Yeah, it's. it's just like all trial and error. You never know, right?
Yeah, you really don't.
Never.
But I mean, school is gonna always be hard. There probably will always be cliques wherever for anything. You know, just find your classmates that you get along with and talk to them.
Find one buddy.
Yeah.
One buddy.
Even one
Find
person.
one buddy that you like, okay, you know, because a lot of patients, okay, this is like a rule across the board. Nobody wants to scan a difficult patient. So, you know, if you have a little bit more meat on you, they might not want to scan you in ultrasound school. They like, okay, I'm going to go with the skinny girl, Becky. You know, Becky's skinny, so I'm going to want to make sure that my images are perfect, and I know on her, I can see everything.
Yeah.
Don't take that personal. It's just they're trying to benefit their images.
Yeah.
So, you know, when your counterpart or your partner say, I don't want to scan you, don't feel like, okay, well, that's rude. No, it's just, I'm trying to get a good grade on my test. I don't want it to be, one, your time. You're being time taken, and two, you want to get the best images. So.
Yeah. It's funny because my pelvic was, my uterus is backwards, so everyone wouldn't scan me for the pelvic.
Oh, they would not scan you?
Yeah, they didn't want to scan me. They were like, nope.
They're like,
no, not you.
You're retroverted. I'm good.
Yeah.
Give me somebody that looks like the textbook. Exactly. No, that's how it is. And one thing I do want to emphasize is that going to school is it's going to be a struggle. It's not that easy. Your physics course might lose. I think you might say, okay, I'm going to go in the books. But you have to keep on going and definitely keep the motivation for yourself. Realize what you're doing is, one, to benefit your future, to help your financial, stability is huge, and you're doing it for a reason. A lot of people, not a lot, but a few of us do, like, I'm just gonna look, I'm like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't be defeated. This course is to weed out the weak.
That's a good way to look at it. You know, because if you can't get through it,
on the job, you're gonna have stress. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, did I get the right images? Did I get the doctor's what he's requesting? So you're gonna have those type of ups and high valleys and mountains, and because in the real world. So going through that in school is normal. It's natural. It's gonna feel like you just got beat up, but you're gonna have to get back in the ring and keep on going.
It really is. Because even to this day, like today, you guys, I had the hardest day at work today. So, it was an outpatient. I was an outpatient today, and it was super hard because we were busy, backed up. There are 3 OBs and lots of renal, so everyone's bladders are full. But we were behind a little bit, and it was just one of the busiest, toughest days. I had a paracentesis with a doctor that I've never met before, and he wanted a probe cover. And you guys, I couldn't get the probe cover on to the camera. So it was just a paracentesis, right? The most easiest exam in the whole entire world. And this doctor wants a probe cover. So, okay, I've never done that. So a paracentesis is where a patient comes in for having a distended abdomen. That means there's some fluid in there. And we go in, well, the doctor radiologist goes in and cleans up the area, puts in a catheter, and drains out the fluid from the abdomen. So, oh, there's my dog. So when they want to do this procedure, you have to keep the field sterile, and they use a probe cover. Some of them, I mean, not everyone uses a probe cover. Some of them use a probe cover, and our job is to assist the radiologists in the procedures. And so, I got everything set up, the sterile field, everything's sterile, and I had the probe cover ready and the gel on the probe. So he's looking at me, asking for the probe, and I'm trying to, hold on, Brownie. And I'm trying to put the cover on probe, and it just wouldn't go down.
Why
it wouldn't go down, and then the gel got everywhere, and then I'm like slipping around while the doctor is like,
the radiologist is probably looking at
you
you like, oh my god,
just staring there, and I'm like, sorry, doctor. And it's my first time meeting him, and then after that, he's like, just give me the curve 9, the smaller one, right? And he's like, it's okay, it's probably just too big, right? So then I try to grab the 9, and then even then I put it on there, and it's like going down really slow. So I'm like, really awkward, and
you can't touch it unless you have sterile gloves on. So apparently you're like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like,
you're to the doctor.
I'm like, I can't. And so yeah, that kind of like messed up the rest of the day. Because after that, it's just like one after the other.
Just take one. Just takes one to make you have like a kind of like a bad, not attitude, but just
to kind of like
defeated.
Yeah.
Defeated. Okay, maybe I should go home and wake up again because this is not my day I want it to be like.
Like seriously, I was just like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I feel embarrassed, but everybody else was like, oh, it's okay. Don't feel bad. Don't.
Yeah, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
I'm gonna let my dog down. If you want to answer any of their questions that they're asking.
Yeah.
You're back.
So on my YouTube channel, Classy D Diamond is it possible? Ask the question: is it possible to do traveling sonography first out of school? 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say no. A lot of traveling agencies will not accept you. You have to have like at least 1 to 3 years of experience. But there's always a fluke out there. There's a possibility. I'm not going to say 100% no, but 9 times out of 10, Class AD, they will not accept fresh students out of school. Because one, being as a traveler, you have to be able to go in there and work their schedule, and without kind of asking a question, you just have to be like, okay, this is, yep, I got it. Okay, yep, I can do this, and work their schedule without training. And they feel someone out of school will need training, and that's not where you want to be as your first job. You just don't want to be on that type of assignment for your first job. But yeah, no, I don't think they will. I don't know, Giselle, have you ever heard of that? Traveling agencies accepting first-time students like out of school?
You know, I have no idea. No idea about traveling agencies. I'm sure they would. Actually, I don't know, because every person I've asked about traveling sonography, they all say you should have a couple years before you do that, because if you don't have a couple years, you're going to be kind of like confused and lost.
Yeah.
Especially, and you can't ask every place to help you. They expect you to know what you're doing. They expect you to get in there and like, okay, have fun. I'm sure they'll help some things, but
yeah, they will. I mean, if you wanted to know, okay, how do you work the computer, their system, but other than that, they're not going to try to.
Yeah, not teach you a full OB, you know.
Exactly.
Like, I can't do traveling.
This is your schedule.
Yeah.
And have fun. I mean, that's pretty much how traveling is.
Yeah.
Because before you go to your traveling assignment, they definitely will go over the list of your skills and what machines have you worked on. What machines do you know? What machines are you most familiar with?
Yeah.
If you only know Philips and they're sending you to a GE location, you're going to be lost, because you're going to have to take time to learn the machine. So that would not be a good fit. So to answer your question, I don't believe that they will.
And Honey Bun said, all the jobs I've seen say at least 2 years of experience for travel.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Honey Bun.
The other one question on here was from Ashley Lay. I can never pronounce people's names. I'm so sorry. It says, is there anything you don't like about your job? I don't like working.
Hey, that's bold, honest truth.
I don't like working. Since I've been a mother, I don't know, it's just a different vibe for me, a different drive. But my job, I can't say that I don't like my job. Like, I love ultrasound.
Yeah,
I
you love your job, but working.
Yeah, but working. If I could, I definitely would love my own ultrasound company.
Mm-hmm.
Like my own ultrasounds, like having my own facility. I would definitely love that. But
Yeah.
I'm not the one. I'm not good at taking direction.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I think ultrasound is pretty good too, because no one's telling you what to do.
Exactly.
When you're scanning a patient, no one's telling you take that, take that, take that. Like you take what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a protocol, but you take what you do. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, there's no micromanaging.
Independent.
Yes, exactly.
So that's where the confidence comes in, because you gotta be able to know what you're doing and looking at. Bye, Emma. Good night. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Emma. Brittany says on my Facebook, on my YouTube page, says, she said, would you or Giselle ever consider going to medical school for radiology? I would not.
No. Probably not. I mean, radiologists have to.
Radiology tech.
Oh.
Radiologist. I'm not sure this is radiology, but
medical school, right? Did they say medical school?
Oh yeah, so radiologist.
Yeah, because I mean, if you do radiology, you have to know MRI, CAT scan, nuclear medicine, X-ray. You gotta know everything. But there are people that know a lot. Like one of my senior techs, she knows how to do X-ray, mammo, and then some other techs know how to do X-ray, CT, ultrasound. Some people know a lot of different modalities. So I mean, but as a radiologist, you have to read everything. I don't want to do that.
Right. I don't want to do radiology. I would not be a radiologist. Absolutely not. I don't want to sit there in the dark and read all those images every day. Yeah, I like doing what I do. Yeah. Same here.
I like patient interaction. And I actually like operating the ultrasound machine and knowing how to make the image look better and whatnot.
Right, exactly. My student Nola asked, what's the longest you've been between jobs?
I've always had 2 jobs.
I've never been without a job unless I just don't want to work. I mean, and that's probably when I was traveling and if I didn't want to take an assignment. So I never been without a job. Yeah. I've always had a job or a routine job. Yeah. So like Nola, usually people who have jobs, I mean, the only way you could really be fired is if you like royally mess up something with patient care. If you, do multiple mistakes that are not mistakes you should make multiple times, or if like you, I don't know, do something so bad, right, with like a radiologist, or I don't know. But most of the time, like, people don't really get fired unless they have to be let go for, something that's not in their control. And if you're not a good tech, honestly, sometimes the radiologist might say things. They'll give you the opportunity to get better, I feel like. But if it's like at a point where you really can't get better, then they'll. Because I don't know anyone who's really been fired for like a not right reason, right? Like for no reason that they should have been fired. So, and there's a lot of job opportunity. A lot of people see it online, and Facebook groups are always talking about, hey, we're hiring here. There's mobile ultrasound, there's clinics, outpatients, doctors' offices that will hire you. Like there's random doctors' offices I would have never known about. Like cardiologists, they have machines in their offices, and all you have to do is ask. Vascular surgeons.
Vascular surgeons. The dialysis centers, they do fistula scans and all that stuff. So it's just like there's so many opportunities that people I think don't know about. All the OB clinics, all the little private clinics. So Emma asked though, what are some things you don't like about OB? So when we were talking about OB, actually a lot of people were asking questions on my YouTube.
Oh, really?
Since you're doing OB now,
Yeah.
did you want to
Sure.
kind of talk on that? Basically, they're asking like why how come some people don't like OB? You know, what's so hard about OB?
It's not that it's hard. A lot of people find that finding every little increment of the baby, they find it difficult. Meaning, it's just too much time invested, too much time consuming.
Yeah.
You do a liver, you just scan. With the baby, you can't move that fast. You gotta look at cerebellum, you gotta look at the cisterna magna, you gotta look at the, or plexus. I mean, there's so many things. The ventricle, ventricle, you gotta look at
CSP.
Yeah,
I saw an OB today, so I got to watch her do it.
Yeah, like you have to look at the arm. You gotta make sure the limbs are there, upper and lower. And
fingers, toes, nose, lips, face.
The palate. The orbits. You gotta
orbits.
Look at,
it's a lot. It's a whole human.
It's a whole human, and you gotta make sure that everything is
there.
Normal,
yeah.
Right? And or you've seen it. You gotta look at the ASI. You gotta look at the sensitivity. You gotta look at the cervix. You gotta
position,
make sure
heart rate.
The position. Yeah, the heartbeat. All that. It's a lot to go into an OB, and when you have a full OB, you just know that you're gonna be there for 30 to 45 minutes.
I mean, today I think she was trying to get ACR accredited, and they're trying to get ACR accredited, so they're waiting on like the perfect scan, and they just haven't been able to get one because they're just so hard to get a perfect scan,
Right.
And Candace says moving target, so
it is.
It's like moving around.
I would say in waters. It's like scanning a fish in water.
So I'll say why I don't like doing OB. My clinicals I spent for a whole year at the hospital. We have a labor and delivery, but I never got to do a OB high risk facility, OB clinic, clinical site. You know how some places they make you rotate? I never got to rotate. So OB honestly is my hardest. We don't do full OBs or anatomy scans at the hospital. We only do OB limited. So if there's one thing I really am struggling with right now as a tech, it's OB exams. So I give props to the gals and the guys who do OB scans because it's a lot. It's tough. I get so confused. Like today I tried and attempted to scan it, and I mean, the spine itself, getting it to elongate, the hypogastrics, getting the abdominal circumference with the main portal vein and stomach, showing the kidneys, like everything is so tedious. And I was watching her, and she was just like scrolling back, like scrolling back, So, but she got to go. The girl I was watching was at a high risk OB clinic on one of her rotations, so she's really good at OBs. And she was trying to show me the right ventricular outflow tract and the left ventricular outflow tract, and literally I had no idea. I was trying to look and nope. But she was like, "Oh, see the apex? The apex is to the left, right? So now underneath it, there's the I don't know, is it the stomach or is it the stomach underneath it? And then there's a left kidney. So then you're on the left side of the body." And I'm like, it's a whole lot. But
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Your mind is thinking. I remember when I started 2 weeks ago, my first OB that I was doing by myself, I forgot to measure the femur length, and I'm like, oh gosh. Because your mind is thinking like, okay, going off in a checklist, like I got that. Like, and when you forget, when you go back to your
yeah. I really need to keep practicing and scanning because they kept kept saying, like, you're not going to learn by just watching and staring. Like, you have to actually scan. I'm like, I know. I'm just so scared.
I know. No, right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a lot. It is so much.
Yeah, and that's why I love vascular. I love vascular because it's just a tube.
That's it, right? I don't like vascular for the mere fact of, like, it's not that I don't like vascular. I just think to a vein instantly.
Yeah.
A lot of people say I don't like upper extremities because they're smaller veins.
Yeah, everyone hates uppers.
Yeah. But just the whole aliasing and the understanding of the velocities and all that, I'm over it. It takes me back to physics.
Yeah, it's a lot of physics stuff. But
vascular is fun.
See, yeah, I love vascular.
I'm good.
But that's the thing. One of the students in the Discord, she's learning vascular right now, and she doesn't like it. She does not like it. So I mean, everyone's different. Yeah, everyone's different. I love
renal arteries.
I was gonna say I love renal artery stenosis. Those are so fun, you guys. Do renal artery stenosis.
Oh my gosh.
I love those. See, I'd take those and liver Dopplers. I'd take those over an OB. Give me the portal veins.
No way.
Yeah, see how everyone's different?
Since I'm in physics right now, no, it's challenging.
Yeah.
Kidneys are my thing. I know Candace like
kidneys, oh my gosh, I hate.
If that patient is gassy, you can predict the renal arteries.
I could not. You know how you have to measure and transverse at the mid?
Yes.
I have such a hard time with that. I don't know why. Especially the left one. Like, it's really hard.
I normally just put color on it and find it that way.
Find it that way. I guess it's like my angle, but I feel like for some reason, I know they want it a certain way to where you can measure, right, straight, and I'm just like the
right at the entrance.
Yeah, like right where the pelvic, you know, where the oh my gosh, that's so bad. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's just so hard to get it. I had like 3 renals today, and I was like, why? All this gas, right? And this lady was telling me that she had IBS, and I was like, okay, makes sense. Yeah. Because she's so gassy. I mean, I could not. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Hilum. Yes, crystal renal hilum. See, look at you guys go. I can't even say it or think about it because there's just too much things going on.
Screen, coloring, put your color on it, it will highlight, you know, bring your, I say bring down, raise up. I always get that
the depth
like,
or like the color gain, it's like, is it up or down? Everyone gets it backwards.
Yep, backwards.
Backwards and forwards. You guys, ultrasound isn't perfect, but at least if you know what you're looking at and doing, like, that's all that matters for the patient. Is that you know what you're looking at, you know the pictures that you're getting, you understand what's happening and why they may be needing this exam or what the exam is for. KH asked, how long did it take for you to feel confident scanning patients from being able to capture clear images while also conversing and answering the patient's questions? Oh, man. Yep.
It probably took me a good 4 to 6 months to feel confident and not having to second guess myself.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. And then talking to the patient before, I would not say nothing. I was just so focused on what I was doing.
Yeah. No talking.
Yeah, no talking. And you get into like a groove, like you get into your comfort zone, and you just start blabbing off at the mouth, and you're just going with that left hand, you just moving across the board.
Yeah.
And going,
it's like you're not even looking.
Yeah, exactly. Like I could literally scan a patient without looking at them. Like, that's second nature,
Mhm.
you know. So
It really is.
I don't know. How about you?
Well, for our clinicals, I mean, they made the students do procedures first. So like we did a ton of paracentesis, carotids first. So paracentesis, we learned how to do the procedures, talk to the patients. You're with them for 30 to 45 minutes. So I think that's why we're very comfortable with talking to our patients. And you're always talking to them, and then you learn how to interact that way. And then with carotids, right after, they can't talk really. So I didn't really learn like how to scan and talk probably around like 6 months too, because at that point you're not really focusing on are your pictures really pretty or good enough, because you're able to get the pictures that you can get and talk to the patient and relieve them of their fears and worries most of the time, or try to. I just don't like saying calm them down, because sometimes I don't like to be told to calm down. But it's not like, how sometimes patients are freaking out and all they need is for you to talk to them.
And
yeah, so it took a little bit, but I mean, I was more comfortable with talking to them because I had the experience with the paracentesis. I mean, prior to ultrasound, I have had server experience and retail experience, so I knew how to talk to people in general. So any kind of experience, interaction in any kind of customer service really does help, because you have to know how to talk to them. But I mean, to be able to scan, talk, do the machine, and get through it, I'd say 6 months, because I started scanning in July, and I was like a full-on tech by January. Oh, that was 6 months. Yeah. So it took about 6 months to be a full-fledged tech. About 7 months in, and I got a job. So, it's possible. You have to work really hard, and I mean, I scan 5 days a week, 8-hour shifts, sometimes longer, 10-hour shifts. I was getting everything, not saying no to anything.
Let me tell you. Oh my God.
Today's day 1 of 16.
Yes, exactly.
So,
oh my goodness.
All the experience.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm like, how do you work so many hours a day?
I'm sure you could do it.
I did do it. So I mean, I've been in your shoes.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's done it, right?
Yeah,
I would say.
The call. Do you take call?
I used to, not anymore, because we don't have it.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got lucky. I'm very lucky, you guys.
Yeah, very lucky. Call. I would have to sleep on the gurneys in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. I'd sleep in my car.
Yeah, exactly, girl.
You do what you got to do.
You do. You do.
Really.
I was workaholic too.
Yeah. Crystal asked, so confidence and agility comes with time, but did you second guess yourself taking images when you first started scanning as a registered sonographer? Did you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You still, I mean, even
today.
Years, I'm like, okay, I need a second pair of eyes to come look at this.
Yeah, please come look. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I find myself asking someone something every day, to be honest. I mean, it's nothing to be afraid of. You shouldn't be afraid of asking for help, having someone look at your images. It's on you at the end of the day, but to make yourself feel
different from. Make sure they know, like, confidence is different from making sure you have the correct image.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about your confidence. It's about, okay, I know I got this kidney, but am I really seeing a mass, or am I not? Is it playing trick with me?
Mm-hmm.
Did I move the probe the wrong way, or did I take that picture wrong? And then you'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna have my sonographer come in, and my other sonographer, or my counterpart, or my peer come in and scan it with me. Just I have a question. I'm not able to get it. You can be truthful with your patients. I'm not able to get this fit, and I'm gonna have somebody else come in and get this, because the doctor really wants these images.
Yes.
So it's okay. And then when you go out and get that other person, you're like, hey, I think I see a mass on the left kidney. I'm not sure, but can you double check? I mean, it's totally okay. That's not messing with your confidence.
Yeah, it's not.
It's making sure you're not laying in like an attorney's room somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh no, it's so true. I mean, today I explained to all of my patients basically about what's been happening. Like, we were behind and she really had to pee, and I was like, I'm sorry, all 4 rooms are running right now. We're a little bit behind. We have an OB patient. It takes a little bit longer, so I really do apologize. And then when she comes into my, obviously she was like really irritated the whole time, but when she comes into the room, you talk to them, you try to, make sure they understand that you really are sorry, because it's not like you want them to be dealing through that. You want to get them done as soon as you can. So, I mean, and sometimes some patients take longer than others. Sometimes you have to get another pair of eyes to look. Sometimes you have to talk to the radiologist. So things are going to get backed up. Even like breast. We get a lot of breast. And every time you scan a breast, you have to talk to the doctor right after. So that makes it at least 5 to 10 more minutes longer than what it really would be. And it holds you back. And sometimes that happens.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been in situations where I didn't, because 9 times out of 10 I work by myself, but the radiologist is on site, and I'll look at the radiologist, and you can look at this with me, because I'm not sure what I'm really seeing. So it doesn't mess with your confidence. It's just a matter of confidence. When I say you have to have confidence, it's not big confidence. What I'm talking about is based on, I can do this job. I can walk in a facility and I can scan a patient. It's not questioning my images, but it's, okay, I know I have a radiologist to go to. I will never let a patient go if I'm not sure about that image.
Yeah, don't let the patient go.
I'm definitely going to question with the radiologist. I will even go as far, I'll just do it as simple as this. If I see something on the liver, I won't even let that patient go. I'll be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go send my images to the doctor. I put everything on the doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor wants to see these images before you go.
It is the doctor.
Blame it on the doctor. It's more or less of that. It's not just...
they've got insurance.
It's not your confidence. Don't think it's bad. Confidence is being able to walk into a building and say, okay, I'm a sonographer and I can do this job.
Yeah, today I've got this.
Yeah, and
I can do it.
Right. It wasn't Giselle's confidence that was messing up the probe cover today. It was just those days. It was not like that,
Yeah, I'm confident, but I couldn't get a probe cover on today. Oh, man. And then, so with that question, Brittany will answer your question in a second, but this one kind of goes with it. When you find something like a AAA, do you immediately stop and leave to get the doctor, or do you wait to finish the exam or something to not scare the patients? So, like, what do you do when you see something abnormal?
If I see anything abnormal, she asked the question of a AAA. If I see a AAA or anything abnormal, I will complete that whole exam. And before I let that patient go, I just say, hey, you know what? Before I let you go, I got to check these images with the doctor, and I'll be right back. That's simple as that.
Boom. And then the doctor will let you know what to do. Send them home. Send them to the ER.
If you want the doctor to come look at the images after you discuss them, like, hey, can you come in? And then the doctor, I tell the patients, I'm going to go get the doctor. You can ask the doctor all the questions you want. You can do anything, but I can't say anything. So if you have any questions, converse it over with him. But so anything abnormal, it's
situational, right?
Yeah, it's to a certain degree.
It's so situational, to be honest.
If the patient comes in for viability and the baby's not, the heartbeat's not here, absolutely. If the patient has a 6 centimeter AAA, definitely.
Yep. You don't want to push on it.
If I see a mass in the liver, no, I'm not going to go get the doctor. I'll measure it, put color on it. Anything abnormal, put color on it. Anything that's suspicious, put color on it.
Yeah. Anything suspicious, black and white color in Doppler if needed.
Gallbladder polyps, gallbladder stones, I'm not going to go get the doctor. So it's all within reason. Yeah. The doctor will get very upset with you if you're going to get every single case.
Oh my gosh, today I was that person. That's why I said it was just such a crazy day, you guys, because I couldn't get the probe on. First time meeting this doctor. I have this weird case. Gotta go talk to the doctor. Another weird thing. Gotta go talk to the doctor. He probably knows me right now and is like, you suck. No, but everyone said he's really nice. Everyone said he's really nice, and don't be afraid. So,
don't be afraid. The doctors are there for a reason.
Yeah.
They're there to help you. And believe me, their license is on the line. So whatever questions you have, they're willing to answer.
Yep.
Or come in and help you figure out what you're seeing.
True.
Don't ever be afraid to ask questions.
Brittany said, do you feel doctors are respectful to sonographers? Have you ever had one that's not? I mean,
absolutely.
There's
a doctor
plenty.
told me, you don't know what you're doing. And he actually literally made me cry. Because I'm like, no. I knew for a fact to take for instance, I knew that it was the liver. No, this is liver. No, that's not the liver. Okay, it is liver. No, it's not. Okay, doctor. I mean, you have to, as a tech, you have to be kind of respectful back to them as they're being jerks to you, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, you're more than willing to come in and scan, and that's when I give them the probe. Here you go. Don't blame me, but
exactly.
Out, okay, yeah, you're right. That's what I'm like,
of course.
Away.
Remember, we're their eyes or whatever, like.
Yeah, we are their eyes.
So.
But a doctor would definitely keep questioning you
if they weren't confident.
Exactly.
If they didn't trust you. It's kind of like a trust thing you get with the doctor.
Yeah.
And you have to have a form of relationship.
Yeah.
If they have to be respectful to you, you have to be respectful to them. Obviously, there are always good and bad people out there, no matter what. Always mean people and nice people, good days, bad days. It just depends. They might have a bad day and they don't want to talk to you.
Right. Oh, hell no. Show respect to those that show respect to you. You don't deserve that mistreatment.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's not always like that.
That does not go forth in medicine with doctors. Doctors think that they are superior and you are beneath them no matter what. And it's unfortunate, but
yeah, I mean,
just kind of drop your shoulders. Like I said, I was crying that day. I had the worst day ever, and I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. Let me finish my patients and leave. And start over fresh the next day. Right, because
you control what you feel and how you feel. You can't control what the doctor feels. Whatever they feel is what they're going to feel, right? So your day should not be based upon how their day is going, how they're feeling. Like, know in your heart and yourself.
I agree with you. Brianna asked, how many modalities do you both have? Do you think you'd ever go back to school to specialize in other types of ultrasound, like echo cardiology? I don't like the heart.
Hi, Angel. Hi, Amy. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, the heart, you guys, when I watch people scan the heart, I'm like, what is that? So Crystal, you know more than me, because Crystal, she's learning some echo. Her program actually has echo and general. Is that crazy? She has everything in her program. But echo. Honestly, when I look at it, I have no idea what I'm looking at, y'all. I see it beating. I don't know how they know the valves and whatnot. It's pretty interesting. But I wouldn't go back for it.
Different angles and all that now. I have one on the body abdomen, and I don't know if I will ever get any more. Possibly, I know I'm working on my NT right now.
Yeah.
But you only need one to work.
Yeah, you pretty much do only need one, unless the place you work at requires something. Which, if you work somewhere.
I'm to get my RVT. I know that there's a lot of jobs out there that require you to have RVT or a what is the certificate vascular one?
RVT?
I know it's RVT that's registered, or you can get a certificate in vascular.
I don't know.
And it's all through the ARK.
Oh, it is.
But I just don't have a desire to get vascular. It's not mine. I don't know. I do everything vascular, but I don't want to get.
So if any of you guys do decide to take vascular, a lot of it is physics. So I recommend taking SPI and then vascular, to be honest, because they're exactly the same for the most part. They ask the same questions, waveforms, Doppler, velocities. It's all physics. Yeah. So, but.
I don't desire to go back. If I did want to get my echo license. I don't have to go back to school for that. I have to find an echo tech to train me.
Yep.
So you never have to go back to ultrasound school for a specialized modality. You just got to find someone that knows how to do it, who's registered in it, and can train you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. You could literally. I work with women every day now at this job that has never been to ultrasound school. They were just trained on the
each
job.
other. Wow, nice. Crystal said, "Is it CVT, Certified Vascular Technician?"
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thanks.
She's always good at this stuff, like figuring things out. But Crystal said, "Have you?" Oh, go ahead.
VX Shrub says, "Do you guys sometimes have trouble recognizing some of the pathologies while scanning?"
Oh, okay. So keep that in mind. With, have you ever encountered a doctor not sure of what he's seeing, so he asks the tech? So, like, any abnormalities or pathologies, you know.
Yes, a doctor's like, okay, well, what the heck are you looking at, or what is this, or what the heck is going on? No, that can't be true. I've had doctors say that to me, and we'll go in there and try to figure it all out together. We're talking in front of the patient at that time because now he's a doctor, so he can tell the patient, like, hey, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But no, like, a doctor that, yes, the doctor has questioned what they see. And
they always do.
For CT and MRI because that's where they're headed to.
They'll say questionable, and then they'll say recommend CT.
Yes, exactly.
Recommend MRI. So it's not all said and done when this ultrasound is done, right? They go for other tests. We all work together, and then here's everyone. We all work together, and as a team, MRI, X-ray, CAT scan, CT, ultrasound, we all come together and figure out what's going on.
Yes, we do. And as far as like, do we see things that we don't recognize? Absolutely. I don't know how many ovaries I've scanned. Like, this might be an ovary. I'm not sure, but this is what it appears to be.
Yeah, it looks like an ovary, so probably the ovary.
Exactly. I don't see no major masses or cysts out there, so I see this, and it has color, and it looks like an ovary, and this is what we're gonna roll with.
Yeah.
Not saying that you're doing the job bad. It's just that you look at the patient's index. I mean, there's a lot of things, factors, a lot of gray area.
There really is.
We might see something, we may not. I always say, when in doubt, ask questions, the color, and document. So something that I always say too is, like, when people are like, oh, do you know what you're looking at? Or, for example, how BX shows, like, do you have trouble recognizing some of the pathologies? Well, after you scan all of your classmates, you scan a ton of normal people. You scan over 1,000 abdomens. You scan over 1,000, normal renals. If something is abnormal, it's going to be like, boom, there it is. Like, there are things that are like, maybe tiny baby cysts, little stone, like a very tiny stone, things that can be missed. But for the most part, if it's something that's like truly, truly abnormal, you should be able to see it, because you know what normal looks like. You know what a normal liver looks like. You know what a normal kidney looks like. So if it starts to look funky to you, then something is going on. If the kidney starts to be all wavy, you're like, what in the... That kidney looks weird. Yeah, with kidneys are hard, even after 20 years.
Yeah.
Because mass is high behind it. I mean, it's really difficult, but you have to look at the borders. You gotta look at the borders of
organs.
Yeah, borders
tissue.
Of organs.
The characteristics.
The texture. Yeah, exactly. So, Candace probably knows.
She's a renal queen.
Yeah, she is. Someone who does renals maybe 3-4 times a day. It's not someone is doing 8 patients a day,
Yeah.
But I don't get renals every day. I don't know if you do.
Yeah. I pretty much get everything every day except for like OBs.
How about upper extremities?
Yeah, we get a lot of those because of PIC lines, and in the hospital, everyone's got swollen arms. Like the other day, I had to do like a 3-year-old. Oh man, cute little 3-year-old, but like crying all the time, the whole way through. Right? Just you can't see me. I'm waving my arm. I'm like you know.
Yes, exactly.
And mom was holding baby down by the legs and the arm on the left side, but I was scanning the right side, so I had to like shout out like, "Excuse me!" like into the hallway and call a nurse to help me hold baby's right arm because he just kept flailing that thing. And once he held it down, then I found all the vessels. Everything on a baby is much smaller.
Oh my God, so tiny,
yeah,
tiny.
Much smaller. But he had a PIC line in his basilic, and it was completely occluded. So completely occluded at the basilic, axillary, and the subclavian.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Was his arm swollen arm?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's like a little chunky baby, but it was still swollen, like you could tell. Yeah. Poor kiddo.
Poor baby.
I know, but it was such a hard exam, and they take a minute, so.
Girl, I know after that I was like, I'm going to go walk.
I'm gonna go walk over here because that's they are.
Oh my goodness. Candace, you do a lot. You do a lot.
Bye, Crystal. Thanks for being here.
Over here on my YouTube channel said, at what point do you give up on a difficult scan? Like if the patient is overweight or super gassy, when do you hit the docs with the difficult patient due to body habits? LOL.
That's a good one. In due time, young one.
I personally would, if I am scanning something, I just get what I can see and on a report say limited abdomen due to gas or body habits. I definitely take all the images I can. Take images of the gas, take images of the area you're trying to see. And a lot of pancreas is gassed out. So 9 times out of 10, when I scan a pancreas and it's gas, I say pancreas area, and they can see all the gas they want. And if they want to call that patient back, they can. But this is the area I'm scanning. This is the pancreas area, and I'm not able to see it. And I just move on to get my next images. But it's very quick. You just literally just go through the whole exam. You finish the exam, and you write on your notes what you could not see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, as far as like when you're a student, you're gonna take some time. Yeah, you're gonna take some time and try to figure it out, like find the pancreas, and you're gonna feel like I need to find the pancreas. But to be honest, like the pancreas is probably not the problem, and there's just a lot of gas, which is probably the problem or part of the problem. But I mean, it's not something that you need to kill your arm for, because you're gonna need that arm for the next exam and the next exam.
A lot of people,
Hi, on air.
I get questions like, well, why aren't you sore? Why aren't you, why do you have your shoulder length still on?
Mm-hmm.
I say these are my money makers, okay? And I am not about to mess them up for nobody.
Exactly. So, yeah, Brittany, I don't know if it's the same Brittany. Is it the same Brittany? She said, do you feel, not that one. She asked, working as much as you do you notice any pain while scanning? So, I mean, for me personally, because I work every single day, I work like every single day of my life. I'm very typical. Yeah, I'm very like focused on what I'm doing, how I'm scanning. If my arm starts to feel like it's in pain, I'll let it go down and I'll give myself a break for a second. But I'll literally just like, okay, you should have your arm at a comfortable position every time you're scanning your patient. If it's not at a comfortable position, you need to adjust the patient or the bed or yourself. You have to stay comfortable. I mean, if I did not every single day, I would probably kill myself and not be able to work. But I do stretch my body. I make sure I take care of it. Ergonomics. And Brittany said, yeah, she's in both chats. Yay, Brittany, you're the ultimate fan. Thank you, Brittany. She said, I said, is it the same Brittany? And she said she was in both chats. She's the best. And so is Candace.
Yeah, thank you. No, I always, if this is like the patient's knee, my arm is resting on the knee. I'm sorry. I'm not
I rest my arm on the patient.
Like this for 45, 30 minutes scanning, and my arm is just, that's where a lot of rotator cuff tears happen, because years ago they used to say you can't touch the patient, and ultrasound techs used to have to scan like this. Well, if your arm is up like this for 30 minutes of scanning, you're pushing, you're probing, that's wear and tear on your shoulders. And I'm going like this.
Yeah. You don't want to be like this.
No.
You want to be like here.
My shoulder, right here, my armpit is going to rest on the knee, and I'm going to scan that patient. So I don't want, I'm not trying to get injured. If I have to stretch over the patient, I'm going to have that patient roll towards me.
And if they can't.
If I can't have that patient roll, if the patient don't roll, I get what I can and call it a day.
Yeah, it's all situational too. I mean, one time I had a, I don't remember, it was like 300 or 400 pound patient in the ICU, ventilated, unable to turn. If you wanted to turn him, you would probably need 2 or 3 nurses. Sometimes I go around the other side of the bed and try to scan, and then go back to the machine and cine loop back and take that. But when you're trying to get your color pictures, it's like so difficult. So I mean, sometimes you just can't, and you can just say area if you really can't see it. I mean, that's probably not the patient's problem. I mean, they order renals on every single patient that has elevated kidney functions, And scan. Oh, and so she said place a towel over patient in bed. So keep yourself clean.
I drape the bed. I drape the patient. I am not trying to touch the patient physically, but I'm definitely going to have something protecting me from that patient, and I'm going to be resting on that patient. Definitely.
Here's an example. On last week, I scanned a testicular, really big, oozing blood and stuff, and I had to just that one I was sitting for because I was already having like a crazy day, so I sat for that. But I just placed towels underneath, and just rest my arm, and it was really easy to do. Boop, 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 boop. But you'd think it'd be difficult when really it's not. Don't make it easy, or make it easier for you.
Okay, I'm good. I never have scanned with my left hand. Yeah, he had a hydrocele. I'm pretty sure he had a hydrocele with infection, probably.
He had a hematoma too.
Yeah.
It was huge.
I never scanned with my left hand unless
I actually have scanned ascites with my left hand because I'm like on the other side, and I don't want to move everything in the room, so I'll just put it here and scan. And I've done a left carotid with my left hand because I couldn't move the machine around. So I just did it for that one, but it was like, have to do it, so I'm gonna do it, So just the one side.
I feel like everything is backwards. I scan with my left hand. I can't.
It's hard.
I originally learned scanning.
Yeah, I didn't learn that, but I seen that on YouTube videos where they do it from behind the neck. I don't know how they do that. How do you do that?
So easy. Brianna asked, that's awesome to know. I've always been really curious how concentrating works. Okay, yeah, she's asked the modalities. Yeah, that's how concentrating works. Amy C says, has anyone ever complained or acted as if they were bothered by you using them as a rest? No. No. And you know what? It's so funny because some patients are like, oh, you're laying on me.
Oh, one time I made the guy put his arm like on my leg, like I rested his arm on my leg, to look underneath the armpit and look at the basilic, and he's like, oh, I get to like put my arm on your leg, kind of thing, And I was like, but whatever it takes.
I will grab a man's arm and place it on my lap in a minute. Like, it's okay.
I can do the exam way better that way.
Yeah, exactly. No, a patient has never complained. They have said, there's pressure or whatever, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get my images. But no, they never complained where I had to stop. It's not too much pressure where I'm to stop. But no, not at all.
That's so funny. You'll get patients complaining about weird things, definitely.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
I can't wait to hear everyone's stories when they go to clinicals and stuff.
I know, right? Exactly. It'll be fun.
Certified Weenie asks how important is it to graduate from a CAAHEP school? KHEP school.
I did not, and I've never been a job. I was telling someone this the other day, one of my students, I said, it's a gray area of going to an accredited college versus a non-accredited college. And when on an application or if it on the when you are applying for a job and the job description says, must be from an accredited school. No.
Yeah. They need you, they'll need you. They'll get you.
They never research it.
Yeah.
They never research it. As long as, like I said, I think that's where confidence comes in. As long as you go in knowing, like, okay, I can do this job, and I think it's more or less of not the education that you got, but are you a good tech?
Yeah, are you good tech? Can you scan? Do you know your protocols?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What hours? What are your hours like?
What are your hours like? You Miss OB Queen?
Right now I just work 8:30 to 5.
That's a good shift, to be honest.
Monday.
My outpatient clinic is 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So they actually just switched over to 410s.
Wow.
And then I'm per diem, so at the hospital I can get from a plethora of shifts, you guys. But I'll probably get 30 to 40 hours a week with the hospital and about 30 hours a week from the outpatient. So I'm probably working about 70 hours.
Wow.
As a per diem. 2 jobs. You guys, it's not going to always be like that. But, it's possible if...
Get married and have babies.
I know, I need to have a family and, so I can stop working.
Right,
We'll see.
Until then, just pack up the chips.
Exactly. It's exactly why I came home and I got some of this. I mean, people, it's so funny. I bring this to lunch and I'm like, yeah, I eat this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got it.
Back when I was doing those hours, it was, I would work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, go on call starting at 7 because call starts at 7, and then from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. you're on call.
Yep.
And then you do that like 2 or 3 days out of the week, and then your weekend will be from Friday to Monday morning, all weekend from 7 p. Friday to 7 a. Monday, and one weekend I swear I made like $6,000, $7,000.
That's amazing.
It was a lot, but back then call was different. You're not gonna make that now.
That's what I heard.
But, call was different. You got every time you got called to the hospital, you got paid for 3 hours.
Wow.
And you only had one patient, so
wow.
And my pay at that time was $50 an hour. So I would hurry up and get that patient, and so I could get the heck out. So if you call me again, it's another 3 hours. So
wow.
If you left the hospital and like say you came in and scanned, I scanned your cell, and I was only there for 20 minutes, and I would leave. Then my those 3 hours would stop, and then I would start another 3 hours if I got plugged in again for another patient.
Wow.
Even if it was 5 minutes after I left the hospital.
Because you left the hospital.
Yeah. It was different then, and that's probably why I don't call now.
Yeah.
Because it's not worth the money for me.
It's not worth. Yeah, it's not worth.
No. I love those callback hours and pay. Yes, campus, exactly.
Yeah, they were really good. That's how the first year when I started working, I had call that first year, and I made a lot of money from just call. It was about $50 to $75 per patient, plus the hourly, plus drive time.
Yep, and
So.
and then like you get your pay to pay, and back then pay to pay was $20 an hour. So I got my pay to pay plus my hourly rate plus what so
yeah, it all added up. But they don't. I feel like they don't do that anymore because of how many people are willing to work, newbies willing to work, so they can pay pretty low, I think, to be honest.
They don't even pay you for pay to pay, I don't think.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure. Let me know if you guys know that. But like, I don't think they do. I think you just get your hourly rate.
Wow. Yeah.
I think.
Probably.
Don't quote me.
I mean, everywhere is different, but Class D Diamond. Hey, girl. I'm pretty sure she's the one that got into the program, right? She said, "How can you work in surgery as a DMS? How can you work in surgery?" She's asking. Did you ever have to do OR?
Absolutely, you do. I'm shocked that you haven't.
I have a couple of times, but it's not often for me.
It's personally. Not like they pay per hour. Yeah. They when I did OR, it was when I was working in the hospital, and thank you, happy boutique. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So cute.
It was more or less of hey, can you go up there and look and see if we got every or we need to locate this for breast. It was for breast, like they should have were in the right area. It wasn't. I did a penile. That was weird. I had to look at the OR to look at
the OR to do a penile.
Yeah, so the guy had almost years ago. The guy had a blockage in the urethra of the penis, and I had to go in and scan while he was sedated, and they had to like push the fluid in to see. Girl, it was weird, but it was interesting. That was my first case to do that, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I haven't been to the OR that many times,
but you weren't like a set tech there, like you just go back.
No.
Okay.
I never seen one of those.
Yeah, so she said, how can you work in surgery as a DMS? It's probably just working at a hospital and going to the OR, right? I don't know any specific surgery ultrasound jobs, which maybe there are, I don't know, maybe in a surgeon's office, but that's usually done at an OR, right?
I know, right? Yeah,
because usually if you want to be an OR, you're just going to be at a general.
You can do DNCs.
Oh, yeah, DNCs.
Maybe that might be an abortion clinic.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Because they have to have ultrasounds unless the doctor just does it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if there's like a tech, which would be a crazy job.
Yeah, I would not like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to work there. But
no.
I haven't heard of anything.
No.
Oh no, Brittany said she's so worried school will be shut down again due to COVID. The class a year ahead of me is so behind because they could never go into scan. Our class may be next.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's like so hard. I mean, Veronica the other day was talking about how one of her classmates was exposed and they couldn't even go to lab the next day. So I was like, how does this work? How does this work, Because they have to learn to get into the field.
That I know, like a couple of students that I have in my mentoring program, they send them home with like a scan on a computer type thing. It's like a little pad and you scan on there to get all that.
Oh gosh. Would you recommend them or not? That's a lot of money, right?
It is a lot of money. I would not recommend them. Believe me, even though this is a trial right now that we're going through, you'll be able to learn. Don't feel defeated. I know going through school, it may seem like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to understand this, but you will. Definitely do all of the didactic portion. Make sure you understand the book, the anatomy, the physics of it all. And the scanning, somebody will teach you.
Yeah.
You can always come to me.
Oh, you guys, you can go to her. She's gonna teach you how to scan.
I will. I'm looking into. It should be up and running by next year. But
oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
I'm looking
so
to
exciting.
You know, they put out these students, and we want to make sure that they're putting out good students and people that know how to scan.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a possibility. So, Curly, Shanae, how much time did they allot for each patient? I mean, 30 minutes, about to an hour, depending, but mostly 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And then she was saying, I wanted to let you know that she was saying that one of her clinical sites was at an abortion clinic. And she said she was there for 5 weeks and they had 2 techs there. Isn't that crazy? I had no idea. Because I don't really know about this.
I did not. What kind of exams did she do?
Yeah. Honey Bun, what kind of exams were there? Were there probably like pelvics and OBs and all that? And then, Daisy said, hi, chicas. Glad I made it.
Hi,
hey, Daisy. Curly Shanae. Honey Bun said, first trimesters. Well, yeah. First trimester. Dang. And post-op. Dang. I don't know. I feel like that would be such a hard job.
Yeah. I would not be able to do that kind of thing.
Nadia or Nicholas was asking any advice for aspiring male techs. Tamica's good at that question.
If you're a male and you want to be in this question, go for it.
Yeah.
The sky is the limit. There's no restrictions on you being a male tech or getting into this field. A lot of male techs venture off into the vascular world just so they don't have to be uncomfortable with scanning a woman inappropriately, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, even as I know a male tech, he trained me. He's great. His name is Kyle, and he really took me under his wing and taught me. He's taught me OB. He taught me the vascular part of things. He taught me how to do pelvic. So I mean, he scanned techs. He was a male sonographer. He's been in business for years.
Mm-hmm.
But he did everything. He did not just do vascular. He did everything. And so. One thing that he didn't, he was just like, I'm good, I'm not going to do was breast. But I feel that's more of a female to female type of exam anyways. But yeah. A man can do it. It's just a lot of women probably say no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll tell you this. My supervisor is a male. And our most senior tech is a male. And then our lead tech on the weekend is a male. So we have those guys. And then we have another tech that works in our ER 3 days, 12-hour shifts, is a male. So we've got a couple males in our department.
And they do everything.
Everything. Yeah. Breast even. They do everything.
Yeah.
So pelvics, they really do everything.
They do.
Nothing's
a lot of men feel like they can't go into this field. Mm-hmm. There's money to be made in this field, and there's great opportunity for male techs. You can travel, you can do all that type of stuff.
Yep. Be a supervisor.
And I don't feel like a male is discriminated in this field.
No, I don't think so either. Because
a lot of knowledge, a lot of men have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know I've worked in. Oh, you should.
I'm trying to get a shave. I'm like, oh my god.
That's a smart one to do. Ask a male tech.
Yeah, just so he can get the male perspective.
Mm-hmm. That's good. And I've worked at plenty of hospitals, all with male techs. So, by all means, advice, go for it and do it. Hi, bro, Ed. He said, Nicholas said, thank you, ladies. He said, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Nicholas. I was going to say Nick. You're welcome. Ashley Fox on YouTube says, blood. Well, think about pelvic vaginal bleeding exams. Those are probably the main things, I think. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I've had women who, a lot of blood miscarriage, active miscarriage, and it was really a lot. It was a lot of blood. Past that, wounds is typically dealing with like a vascular surgeon or if the patient had an amputee,
diabetes,
wound care, who has a wound that won't heal, stuff like that. Never something. Now, it may be gross, but I get a lot of exams like abscess, a lot of abscesses. So, you might have one where I had to look at like this guy's rectal area.
Ooh, you did that? I haven't had to do one of those yet. 4 years.
What is the area between the anus and the vagina?
There's a word for it.
Yes.
Because someone told me about it. There's a word for it. Anyone know? Crystal's not here anymore.
Crystal, where are you at?
I know there's a word.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure I had to scan it one time on a female. Perineum. Good job, honey bun. Oh my gosh. We should do Candace too. Jeez, I need to, you guys, let's do like anatomy quizzes or something. We're so bad. It's like, oh my gosh.
We need to play Jeopardy. That area. Perineum area, and it was a doozy, but you scan it, you put a probe cover on your probe.
What was it? Was there just like something? Was there a cyst, a gland, or something? Was there anything?
Actually,
abscess?
He felt a lump there, and it was red and painful, so they wanted to make sure
abscess.
It wasn't an abscess.
I actually had an abscess recently on a kiddo who had a appendectomy a couple of weeks ago. Came back for abdominal pain. Doctor ordered an abdomen complete when really it's just an abdomen limited because they wanted to check right lower quadrant and the belly button area. So right lower quadrant, I didn't see anything, just a lot of poop and bowel. But at the belly button, there was an abscess. And you know what they did? They confirmed on CT with it too. CT saw it too. Yeah, it was crazy and scary.
Appendectomy is he had his appendix removed. And an abscess is an infection right below the skin, like subcutaneous area of the skin layers.
Yes. Yeah. So usually they appear with redness, any oozing from the area, discharge. Oh, Brittany said, all I could think was peritoneum. Like perineum, peritoneum. And then Bro Ed is listening and learning. Thanks for being here, Bro Ed.
Thank you, Bro Ed.
Amy's asking, can a patient request to see their own ultrasound images from their doctor? How does that work over for you guys?
You know what? You can always request your images from whoever scans your whatever radiology hospital or radiology clinic. You can just say, hey, I need a copy of my exam CD.
Right, because it's theirs. Right?
Yeah, it's theirs.
It belongs to you. Yeah.
And you can also request a copy of the report.
And then Daisy, I don't know if you see Daisy said, I have a question. This is a good one. Are you ladies happy where you are in your sonography career? Have you ladies thought of ever taking on a sonography leader role such as in management? I think Tamica is gonna. I definitely think she is.
Thought about it. I have interviewed for a lead tech, for a manager position to run 3 facilities.
What?
But I didn't get it. They gave it to a guy.
Oh.
But he had been there for 20 years at this place, so he knew the place is all, and I had just started, so it was fine. But no, I don't know. I don't think I want the stresses of someone calling in sick and then I have to find and scramble or rearrange my schedule or whatever. But I would love the title of it.
Yeah, right? Be called a leader, supervisor.
Yeah. I think, the job that I'm at now, before I left, I was the lead tech, so that was nice. But it was no different. I didn't get paid
Are you happy where you are in your career? Or do you feel like either
No.
is more?
I feel like, okay, I'm happy now, but there's always room to grow. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I could definitely be further. Like, I should be sitting on boards and, on, that type of
doing
thing.
things like Candace is doing. I've seen some of the things she's doing.
Like, I should, be doing interviews, and I feel like that's like the area of growing where I want to go.
Yeah.
Sit on medical boards and stuff like that.
There you go. You should do something. I wonder, how do you even get onto those things?
That's probably why I haven't gotten on those.
Candace said clinical coordinator or committee. So yeah, like maybe on like ARDMS or like ultrasound.
Now I am with ARDMS. Well, they'll send me like what do you think about like they want my review on certain things. They don't use my name, but they want my review on things like we're thinking about launching out this way. What are your views on that?
Oh, like your opinion.
Yeah, but other than that, like no.
Candace is about to get her bachelor's.
Congratulations, Candace.
Yay.
I'm thinking about getting mine. That's weird, huh?
I mean, you guys should. It'll go by fast. Like we tell everyone, it will go by fast.
You have your bachelor's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my bachelor's.
And I'm thinking about getting my. Now, what I do want to do is this, and this is weird because I just said I don't want to, but I don't want to be a manager, and a lead tech. I would be a lead tech, but you have to have a master's degree to run to be a program director. I would love to be a program director. Yeah. I think that would be
the only reason why I would go to do my master's as well, or to be a professor. Because I think you need to have a master's to become a professor. Yeah. So, and I think that our program needs some work, and I think it's possible that it can. It's been run by just very few people. So I think that a lot of us can help the program become better. And I know it's just hard here in Nevada. Education is not good.
A ultrasound program ran strictly by ultrasound techs.
Yeah, I mean, that would be amazing. That's how it should be.
You would think so. I don't want a doctor running the program. You don't even understand. Like, I want ultrasound techs teaching me ultrasound.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a big shocker, I think, for some of us when this was back in the day. I mean, it's completely different now, but some of us like had no idea some of the things we were about to do, which I find that a lot of the other programs in the US, because we've met so many ultrasound students, that they're preparing them pretty well, and as they should be prepared really well. So I think that we could use some work over here, and possible, but I'd have to go back to my master's. So.
I mean, I would have to get my BA, and Candace is kind of like convincing me to go. So she starts next month, and it's online. I should do it with her.
Yeah, you guys should.
I just might.
There's your buddy.
I know, right? And you probably learned a lot with just all your sonographers, with the teachers being sonographers. You get to know both sides
ins and outs. Yeah. Like the pre and then like post, really, because you would get to know everything.
Yeah.
From patient care to learning the physiology of it.
Yes, exactly. Candace, let's do it. Okay, Candace.
Yeah, you guys should definitely do it. Let me know how it goes. Yomahira Ash asked, is it worth getting a bachelor's? I already have a bachelor's in a non-medical field. Well,
the non-medical field bachelor is just as good as getting a bachelor's degree in ultrasound. Having your bachelor's period in anything is perfect. Getting your sonographer license and all that, that's just an extra additive.
Yes. And even if you get just an associate's in ultrasound, it's just as good because you can get a job.
Right.
and then you'll have the bachelor's, and you can still continue on with that bachelor's, right? I mean,
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, Amy C, it says, what is a master's in sonography called? I think just the master's. I don't think there is a master's. I know there's a bachelor's.
I know there's associates and bachelors. There probably could be a master's. I don't know. I've never really heard of one, to be honest.
I've never heard
Most of them do masters in something like health sciences, like healthcare administration, masters in biology, you know, any of the health things. You can even go for like nursing, education, business. Masters really in anything is what you need as a master's too.
Right.
But ultrasound is mainly associates and bachelors.
I never heard of a master's either, Karen.
Yeah.
No.
It's usually because you don't need a master's. But can you imagine if they made it that ultrasound needed a master's? You guys, I mean, we're pretty much on the doctor's level. Hey.
Right.
But I mean, think about how much we can do with an associate's. So.
Yeah.
And it's already. I work at 7.
Oh my gosh, girl, go bed.
I know, right? We're coming up onto 2 hours. So, any last minute questions you want to answer?
You're such a trooper. Thank you so much.
Oh, no worries. Are you going to bed soon?
I had so much fun. You guys.
Oh my gosh.
So much.
Yes.
We're gonna try to do this, and I don't know if Giselle will agree, but once a month. Like,
I would be down. Yeah. Once a month. Do you want to do Friday Night Lives? I mean, it doesn't matter when you do it, but I like answering questions and listening to what you're up to because it's really nice to see. I mean, things change. Well, our last live was 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Was 2 months ago? Yeah. And a lot has changed since then. Hi, Jess Marie. Oh my gosh, it's okay. It's gonna be on our YouTubes and our Instagrams.
Yes. I'm tired. I'm passed out. I'm tired too.
I know. But you are a trooper too. Thank you so much for all your information, for helping everyone so much, for hanging out. Everybody really likes it. Thank you guys for being here. No, thank you. I appreciate it. I really love what I do, and I know you do too. I mean, it goes to show we both have different amount of years experiences, and I still have a lot to learn. And she's still learning too. It just goes to show we love it, and we just want to help.
Oh, thank you. We love it.
Thank you guys. We really appreciate the support. To be honest, this YouTube thing is hard. Ultrasound is small on YouTube. We do know everybody else too. Christy, Jamie, Rachel has a channel. I don't know if you've seen Rachel's videos. She's got some.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, she's got some videos up on there. She's got like a what's in her backpack video.
Oh, yeah, I have to watch it. Yeah,
so.
Never thought learning, Candace. Right, exactly. Mm-hmm. No, I have to watch it.
Send
me the link.
It really is. It's a small, but everyone knows each other. Small world, everyone knows each other, and so you guys, networking is everything. If Tamica,
growing so fast,
oh gosh.
Me, okay?
But your channel has so much information. You guys, if you haven't checked her out, please go to her channel. She's been doing this way longer than I have. So, her insight is gold. It's gold.
You're welcome. Yeah.
But
she's inspiring me because obviously, you guys, I don't put out a video every week. I do try.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to do Vlogmas 12 days.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I'm gonna try to do that and put out something for each day.
Yes.
But yeah. So.
I mean, you guys, videotaping and editing is a lot of work. You guys don't know how many hours I work 40 to 70 hours a week, but I still edit about 10 to 20 hours a week too. So, and videotaping on top of that. It's a lot. But I love that, like, you can do it with your family. You can be at home a lot of times.
Oh, Candace, thank you. Thank you, Candace.
Oh. So, we thank you guys for your support. We're here for you guys, and love seeing you guys here for us.
I so appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming on this live with us.
Yes.
And we will see you guys in a month.
Yeah.
Together.
We'll see you in January. Oh my gosh, in the new year.
I know, the new year. Yay, for the new year.
New year.
You get some rest, Giselle.
You too. Yes, thank you. I hope you have a good night. Bye. She's so cute. Bye. I wish I could put hearts on this one.
I can't either.
We can't do it all.
Bye.
Bye. Oh gosh. She's so cute. Oh, bye. Oh gosh, you guys. I'm just gonna read a couple of these last ones. Thank you guys so much for coming. You guys, we really, 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 really appreciate it. We appreciate all the thumbs ups and the comments and the likes. So please don't forget to comment on all of our videos because it helps us and it helps the algorithm. Thank you guys so much. Daisy asked what masters are really good to pair with ultrasound. So education, health care administration, business. Yeah, anything like that. Or I don't know if is there a radiology masters? Not sure. But yeah, masters are good if you want to keep continuing. Honey Bun said y'all should do this more often, so we're gonna do this for once a month. I love Tamica. She's so sweet. She's so kind and caring and helpful. Like, she's been doing this for so long, and I'm going on to my 4th year, so it's really helpful to have people who are on your side and willing to help you learn. Daisy, I love these chats. Yay. Brittany, thank you. I love this. Yay. I'm so glad you guys love this. Diamond, I'm about to start shouting for sonography to get some observational hours so I can apply to the GMS program. What advice can you give me? Because I feel once I get there, I'm not going to know anything. Shadow. That's great. Ask them, what helped them. But to be honest, because you're going to just apply to the program, make sure that you have all your prereqs, you know your anatomy, your protocols. You don't really need to know your protocols at that point if you're still applying, but know your anatomy. Your anatomy and physiology. Amy said, thank you, ladies. Oh, thank you for being here, Amy. We appreciate you so much. P. Pierre, 1st year almost complete in diagnostic cardiology sonography. We start scanning in January on each other. Any suggestions on what I should wear to practice sonography? Maybe some small tanks. Well, wear a t-shirt that you're not afraid to get gel on, because you're going to have to lift your shirt up. So when you start scanning each other, make sure it's a shirt that you're like okay with getting some gel or dirty, because you're probably going to get dirty. Daisy, I wish I could find people in the chat. You all seem like you're kicking butt. I start school in January. Go everyone. Daisy, are you in the Discord? Hold on. Let us look. I swear, because if I knew you were in the Discord, I would know. Daisy, you're not in the Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, DM me on Instagram. Everyone that you saw earlier up there, most of them are in my Discord. So DM me on Instagram, LOLGiselle, or email me at lolgiselle@gmail.com, and I can get you guys the link to get into my Discord, because you have to have the link to get into it. So yeah, just DM me on Instagram or email me on lolgiselle@gmail.com. Let me know who you are, and I'll get you there. Emma P, thank you both for answering our questions. Neighbor, we got you. Yomahira Ash, you're welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. Brittany, have a great weekend. And Emma, good night. You're welcome, P. Pierre. I love it. P. Pierre. I love it. I literally love it. Yay, thank you. I'll email you. I don't have Instagram. Okay, that's okay. So yeah, email me, lolgiselle@gmail.com. We'll get you in the Discord. It's for anyone who wants to be in, who wants to know more about ultrasound, anyone interested in ultrasound, who wants to become an ultrasound tech, are already ultrasound techs, and anyone is welcome. Anyone and everyone, because my friends are in there who support my channel. We've got some people who I met on YouTube who are in there, and they share their videos. We just all want to support each other. We're a community of supporting each other and being kind to one another. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Carlin, hi. Oh my gosh, I'm just ending. It's 2 hours now. Hi, Carlin. And Daisy, yeah, it's an app. It's kind of like a chat. Little chat. You'll see it when you download it. It's not too bad. It's not too addicting. You can turn your notifications off if you don't want to hear it, or because they do talk in there a lot. We're all pretty close in there, so yeah. But a lot of them have either just graduated or are currently going into their programs or are in prereqs. So you should definitely hop into that Discord app because everyone is so motivating, so motivating. Bro Ed, thank you. You're welcome. Bro Ed, thank you for being here and supporting the channel. I appreciate it so much. You're so appreciated. Thank you. All right, you guys. 2 hours. Wow. Wow. So, pin a link in the comment section and we can follow it there. Oh, okay. I'll try to do that. Bye, Carlin. Be here. Yes, it is definitely an awesome app. So, yeah, just hit me up. Bye, Daisy. Bye, Carlin. I'll see you around on YouTube. Bro Ed, I'll see ya. I owe you sushi. Okay, I'm gonna drink my tea and eat some dinner. I have green tea too. Bye, neighbor. Bye, guys. Love you guys all. Stay kind. Stay positive. We'll see you in the next one. Oh, tomorrow, unboxing Disney things. See you there. Bye.